What's up, guys? It's Anna with Mosh Pit Diaries. I am here with Meredith from Victims. Meredith, how are you doing tonight, dear?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am peachy. I'm ready to see you guys again at the X-Ray. The last time you guys were here, it was a great time. So seeing you on this headliner with this lineup at a sold-out show, heck yeah, this tour has been really good for you guys. So
Yes.
yeah, how are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you ready?
I'm always excited to play. We love X-Ray. We love Milwaukee. We love JJ. And we love you. And everyone that comes here is just usually either driving up from somewhere, Green Bay, Wausau, or even like Rockford or like the burbs of Illinois, just because Chicago's not always the easiest to get to. So it's like Milwaukee and Chicago if you're in the burbs, kind of the same drive. So
I have quite a few in my Chicago. I have like my concert group.
yeah.
Quite a few of them are coming up from Chicago because
Oh,
they're going to be
nice.
here tonight and Chicago tomorrow night.
Oh,
So they're
both
here
days.
for both days because we love you guys.
Oh,
So yeah, Meredith, I just wanted to start off by saying like you were just a badass bitch. Like I
thank
hope
you.
you know that, and you're so inspirational. Anybody who knows Victims knows you, and knows a lot about your story and stuff. Do you want to explain a little bit? I know that you deal with a lot of medical stuff, and I can relate that with that too with my epilepsy. Definitely very different.
Hey,
But what's
everyone matters. Everyone's conditions are different.
Yeah.
And whether you're dealing with like chronic illness, mental illness, whatever, it's like it's an uphill battle, especially on tour, especially just going out in public. And you're going to concerts, like epilepsy's not easy. So don't don't put your thing going down, because it's like you never want to compare lives or stories
Right,
because we all have
absolutely.
our
Different.
own. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me what it's like being a touring artist a little bit, dealing with someone with chronic illness, like what that experience is like, how it's kind of changed things or, changed your perspective in any ways.
Yeah, so I've had chronic illness since I was born, so 28 years of living with it. I have cystic fibrosis for anyone who doesn't know what that is. It's a lung disease that, excessive amounts of mucus builds up in your pancreas, your lungs, and other organs in your body that can create lung infections or infections in general that cause hospitalizations, that can cause death, that can cause just diabetes, a lot of other things with this condition. So it's kind of a whirlwind. As for touring with it, I started touring when I was like 17. Here and there, I think 2019 was our first like real U.S. tour, like full U.S. And it's been a weird navigation like throughout my just career of playing music, and it's hard, of course, and you got to remember that you're not like everybody else, and you have to give your body more time when you wake up. I have to do breathing meds right when I wake up before I go to bed, and that takes up about like 3 hours of my time, 3 or 4 hours of my time every day, and finding that time on the road is difficult. So it's just like you can't just always be available when people want to socialize or party or this, that, and the other. But when you really love something, it's like worth to try, whether it's hard or not. And that's just what I always push as a message. Um, whether it's going to be really debilitating, it's in your strength or power if you want to pursue that, because it's not impossible. Um, there was never a handbook when I got into this, and like touring wasn't even presentable, seeming like an option for me. And then it's just all I wanted to do. So it's like, well, I'm going to put my body through this, and I'm going to see. I have to carry like a mini fridge to keep my meds cold. Thankfully, we're in a RV this time, which is like life changing almost, because there's a working refrigerator all the time. I don't have to worry about like my meds getting warm or cold and being unusable. And the problem is like I won't know they're unusable. They don't. There's no discoloration or anything. You just feel it in your lungs. And I'm just really grateful to still be able to do this, and being able to inspire other people, whether I do that or not.
You do that. I hope. I said do. You do that though. Seriously, Meredith. I know. I see like people who comment and people who talk to you. Like you might, even if you think you don't touch that many people, you touch so many more people through your story and people who can relate to and connect to it. Like, but you are an inspiration. Like I know I'm not the only one. I've known you for years and I loved watching your story, and it's always so inspirational. Like you accomplish so much. You do all this traveling and touring, and you're living your best life, and you're not letting your, I don't want to, it's a disability, it's an illness, it's something we deal with. You don't let it set you back, and that's so inspiring. And again, being someone, music for me has impacted my life so much, and like obviously I've been a fan of Victims since as soon as I found you guys. But knowing, like we were talking about, like our stuff is different, but it's also like similar, and like knowing that, if you can go to tours and you can do this and you can play and do what you do, I can go to shows too, and I can have somewhat of a normal life, especially in the music scene. It's hard. Like,
Yeah.
So you are an inspiration, and I hope you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't always think of myself as that way, just because I think everyone is on the same like plateau, and like we're all the same. We're all dealing with something at home, and like it's hard to ever feel like my problems are ever more than anybody else's,
Yeah.
and like even put on just eyes looking at me like, oh yeah, like thank you. And I never know what to say to it, because like, not that I think of low of myself, but it's just like I think of me as just another person in this universe,
Yep.
and trying to
Yeah.
navigate life the
Yeah.
best of my ability, like everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
But
I'm thankful to have you in this universe and in this timeline. You're a great friend, and thanks for sitting and talking to me for
of
a little bit. I know we'll
course,
talk a little bit later with all of you.
yes,
But I'm so proud of you, and I know we're all so proud of you.
thank you.
Guys, check out Victims. Check out Meredith. Follow her. She's so talented. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.
She's the best. Follow everything Anna does.
I love you.
I love you.